The days of needing a massive bank account to get into the world of electric dirt biking are officially over. Most people assume they have to drop $5,000 or $6,000 to get a machine that can actually handle a real trail. This new contender is changing that narrative by offering a package that hits speeds near 40 miles per hour for less than $1,500. It sounds like a tall tale until you look at the raw power sitting between the wheels. We are talking about a motor that puts out over 2,000 watts at its peak. That kind of power creates a massive amount of torque. Torque is what actually matters when you are trying to climb a steep hill or blast through a patch of thick mud. It is that instant kick that makes electric bikes so much fun to ride. You do not have to wait for an engine to rev up or for gears to click into place. You just twist the throttle and the bike moves. To keep all that energy under control, the bike features a serious suspension setup. There are hydraulic forks in the front and a nitrogen air shock in the back. If you have ever ridden a cheap bike with basic springs, you know how punishing that can be on your back and your arms. This setup is designed to smooth out the bumps and keep the tires glued to the dirt. Speaking of tires, this bike uses a staggered setup with a larger 14-inch wheel in the front to help you roll over obstacles like rocks and roots. The 12-inch rear wheel is slightly smaller but very beefy to ensure you get maximum traction when you are leaning into a turn. Safety is handled by dual hydraulic disc brakes, which provide much more stopping power than the old-school mechanical versions. You need that confidence when you are hitting the top speed of 37 miles per hour. The electronics are surprisingly polished for a budget-friendly bike. You get a clear screen that shows your speed and how much juice is left in the battery. There are 3 different riding modes, which is a great feature for families. You can put it in a lower setting for a beginner and then crank it up to the maximum level when you want to feel the full rush. The 48-volt battery is a heavy-duty unit with 22.5 amp-hours of capacity. It promises up to 45 miles of range on a single charge. While real-world mileage will always depend on how hard you ride, having that much capacity is a huge win. The bike arrives almost entirely put together so you can get out on the trails much faster. It even includes a full year of warranty and free shipping from the manufacturer. This makes it a very compelling alternative to those famous high-end boutique brands that cost 3 times as much. You have to ask yourself if you really need the name brand status when the performance numbers on this machine are so high. It is always a good idea to read through customer reviews to see how the bike holds up after a few months of hard riding. But if these specifications translate to the dirt, this could be the ultimate entry point for anyone looking to go electric without breaking the bank. It offers a level of excitement and capability that was once reserved for the elite enthusiasts. Now that same thrill is accessible to almost anyone with a passion for the outdoors. This machine is proof that the technology is finally catching up to our budgets. It takes the intimidation factor out of the sport and replaces it with pure, silent adrenaline. Whether you are zipping through a local park or exploring deeper into the woods, the value here is hard to ignore. Seeing this hardware at this price makes me wonder how much further the industry can go.